when you're ready.
Okay.
All right, so this is an excerpt from the Declaration of Independence. So we want to write DOI at the top just to remind ourselves that it's from the Declaration. We've already gone through and analyzed this document before, but this is a very specific portion that I just want to draw a little bit more attention to. So the very first thing I see automatically is I have 3 chunks of this text. So when I'm reading through it, when I'm annotating it, I want to chunk it out. So the first paragraph, I see some underlined words. I first want to try to identify what those are. So the first one says self-evident. Self-evident, it's evident to me. That means it's obvious. So whatever I write, you need to write. I see the word endowed. Endowed is another word for given. Unalienable rights. If you need to zoom in, you can. Can't be taken away. Okay, I also see pursuit of happiness is underlined. This means that I can do what makes me happy, right? I have the right to be a teacher. I can pursue that as a passion of mine. No one told me I had to be a teacher. So now I want to read through this paragraph and just write a quick main idea. I know I need to write a quick main idea, so I'm going to draw an arrow out to the left. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. This is a very famous line. All men are created equal. If you have royal blood, if you are a king or a prince, it makes you no better than me. We are all human. If you are wealthier than me, you are no better than me. We are all human. We are equal. That they, these people, are endowed, are given by their God with certain rights. So people are born equal because they are all given the same kinds of rights. And those rights are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. So now my main idea, I'm going to jot out to the side. People are equal because they are all born with rights. And I'm going to put God-given. Those are God-given rights. Those are unalienable. Unalienable. So now my second paragraph, I see an underlined portion here, consent of the governed. Governed are the people or the citizens. Consent means to approve. Consent of the governed. The people are giving consent. The citizens are approving. Well, what are they approving? What are they giving consent to? Let's read and find out. That to secure these rights, what are we doing with rights? We're securing them. We're protecting them, which we have already discussed. To protect these rights, governments are instituted. Instituted means created among men. So governments are created because governments are supposed to do what? Governments are supposed to protect rights. Deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. There is a pronoun referring to what? Government. So I'm going to connect it here to governments. So the government gets its power from who? The people. The people have to approve what the government does. So I'm going to draw a line down here and write this main idea. The people give power. The people give power to the government. Right? Consent of the governed. Consent of the governed. Okay. This third paragraph here, you already analyzed the day that we analyzed the Declaration of Independence and Partners. The part I just want to emphasize is that whenever any form of government becomes destructive, when a government is not protecting the rights of the people, then it is the right of the people to alter, to change, or to abolish, to get rid of it. So I'm just going to jot this down here. The Enlightenment idea this is referring to a social contract. We've already done this work. You can revisit this if you feel like you need a little bit more support. We are not going over these questions. This is in your notebook. You definitely need to refer to this at some point in your study guide.